We have just opened a new week on BTC trading above 80K. This is absolutely insane. There are a couple things that I want to review. I've been getting a lot of DMs about my 53K swing trade. So that's this one here, which was like just such a legendary setup to trade. People have been asking me, have I closed it? Am I closing it? No, I am not going to close my 53K long. I intend on holding it for the long term. And in fact, I'll probably never close it. What I'll do is down the road when I do see some topping signals, some like higher time frame topping signals where we might start to say that the cycle high might be in. At that point, I'll slowly begin to hedge this position 1-to-1 and then ultimately maybe flip it over short. So the idea will be that I hold this long term. At some point, I start to hedge it short. And then that way it's 1-to-1. So I essentially secure the profits of this long, and but give myself some wiggle room in the event that we do have continuation or if something dumps, I just don't have to stress about it too much. But until then, I'm not touching this, and I'm continuing to hold long. So that's my plan for this one here. Let's go ahead and zoom in. I just did some live analysis in the Discord talking about what I'm going to be looking for in this upcoming week. And it's essentially something like this, and I'll kind of walk you through my thought process on this. Is I do believe that we just put in a high here, and this is actually a high of a wave 3. So this is wave 3 being put in here, and now I'm looking for a wave 4, which is going to be an ABC formation. We do have the CME gap that is right here to fill. So the CMA gap being filled right here at about 76,500 zone. So what I'm going to be looking for is for price to get a move down into, this area here, the CME, hold that area for support, get a move to the upside for a wave B that I'll then short, and I'll short that down into this zone here, this like mid 74s, like basically anywhere between 74 and 75K, to me is a really, 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 really great long that I intend to trade up to about 85K if this plays out, in that way. So some of the things that I'll be looking for this week are, I want to see what kind of a correction this is. So let's say, and I am currently short, by the way, I'm currently short right here off of this swing failure. What I'm going to be looking for is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. If this high holds, and this is correct in this short, I'll be looking through it for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down into this zone here. If we get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then I can confirm that this is likely going to be a zigzag correction. Then we'll look for an ABC and another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this corrects in an ABC down, then we'll go ahead and reevaluate, and I'll update you guys on what that's going to look like instead of this current count here. But ultimately, my goal, again, I am short right now. I called this out on Twitter and shared it in the Discord. I'm short off the swing failure. I want to trade it down to this zone, which is about 77 to 77.5, 76.8. This sort of green box zone here. Hold the CME as support. Look for a bounce. I'm not likely going to trade this bounce up. I might, but if we do get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, I would actually prefer to short here instead of longing here for then this next leg down. Once we get into this zone, I will heavily be looking to long. This is my very first area of support, a key area of support that I think could, get us a really, really nice move to the upside. And, of course, this is a lot of planning out on something that hasn't yet happened. So I will keep you guys updated on, whether or not we continue to follow through with this plan throughout the week. But first things first, we got to see if this move down to this level plays out. And if it does indeed, great. This is our first step into this plan for the rest of the week.